Hello, my name is Sarah Dixon. I'm the Marketing and Proposal Manager for Bid for Success. Bid for Success is a bid and tender consultancy, and we work primarily with small businesses. Around 80% of our clients are currently small businesses, and together we have worked with them to win over £200 million of contracts in the last year. This is one of the series of videos that we're doing to talk to more small businesses to encourage them to look at bids and tenders for their growth plans. We have found as we go around the country and talk to people that a lot of SMEs simply aren't aware of what bidding is or how to get into it. So these videos are a way for us to demystify that process and hopefully encourage more businesses to consider bidding. So this is the third video I think that we've done in this series. If you'd like to see more of them, they're on our YouTube channel. And today we're going to be talking about the barriers that there are for SMEs to get into bidding, and whether they're real. There do seem to be, there's certainly some perceived barriers to bidding, but are all these things really as insurmountable as they can feel? So I'm just going to share my screen with you so that we can work through the presentation that I've put together. Barriers to bidding for small businesses. Number one is really a lack of awareness. There are some businesses that just simply haven't heard of the bid and tender process, or if they have, they're not really aware that it's something that's available to everybody. It's something they're unfamiliar with, so they don't really know how to go about it. And another common thing is businesses saying that they're too small. They sort of have an idea that you have to be, a large company, that bidding isn't for small and medium-sized enterprises. But in actual fact, the government have a target of spending £1 in every 4 with small businesses, which they were supposed to do that by 2020, and they've fallen short. They've spent £1 in every 3 with small businesses. So definitely, if you are a smaller business, it's well worth applying for bids and tenders because the government wants to make you a priority. You'd probably be aware that there's a drive, certainly with local authority spending and things like that, to try and have what they call a circular economy, where money is staying in the area instead of moving out of it. And obviously spending with a local company supports that. Another thing that maybe puts people off is a lack of experience with bidding, or having no training in bidding and thinking that you can't do it. That's not the case. It's quite possible for companies that haven't had bid training to put a bid together. Yes, you're going to increase your chances with practice and with some guidance to help you understand everything. But it's quite possible for companies to bid by themselves and to bid successfully. Obviously, there is support available, which we will talk about in a bit if you need it. Sometimes bids are only awarded on price. And obviously that can feel like a bit of a race to the bottom, and if you pride yourself on your service, you may not want to cut your prices so low, and that can definitely be a barrier for those bids. But not all bids are decided on price, and the cost of bidding can be too much. Either the cost to your business in terms of if you cost your own time when you do these things, and you look at how many hours it's going to take you to do something, but also the cost of external consultants such as ourselves. It needs to be factored into the bid. And obviously if you win, that's great, but if you don't, that's money that you've essentially lost. Or you might simply just have no idea to start. You've found a contract on Contracts Finder that looks interesting. You've had a read of the documentation and it's just all a bit baffling, which is, genuinely, we do understand that. So the question is, are these barriers real? Well, the lack of awareness is definitely real because, as I say, we've been talking to companies and we're aware that there are companies that simply don't know that bidding is an option for them. The idea that you're too small to bid, as we said, it is not correct. We've put together bids for companies with as few as kind of 3 or 4 employees, all the way up to multinationals. Obviously, it depends on the contract. But as we've said, there is a priority, or the government are trying to make sure that their money is spent with small and medium enterprises to try and encourage this circular economy somewhat. So you do have, there's a possibility you're on the radar, and you'll quite often see, if you go and look at tenders, it'll say whether they're suitable for SMEs to bid. lack of experience in training, well, we can certainly help you with that. Obviously, these videos that we're doing are intended to help with that. If you go and visit our website, bidforsuccess.co.uk, you will see that we have blog posts which are often aimed towards small businesses and helping you into bidding. You'll also see there we have our SME Scholarship Scheme. So every month we're giving one new business the chance to win 2 days free support with us. So if you've got a live opportunity, then please go ahead and submit an application, and we will see if we can work with you on that. We also offer bid training. So you can join our free Facebook group, which is called Winning Contracts Bid for Success. And we do kind of mini trainings in there. We're having starting a program of speakers and things in there to help share bids and bidding hints and tips. The purpose of that group really is to foster a community of small businesses that are getting into bidding, to help generate some peer support, and obviously to have us there to offer some advice as well. We're also running, starting September, our free Get Bid Ready in 5 Steps program that starts on the 14th of September. And then following on from that, on the 28th of September, there's our paid course, which is bidding for SMEs. So again, that's taking all the best practice of bidding and cutting it down to be relevant to SMEs. Because if you go and do the APMP training, it's brilliant, but it's aimed at bid professionals that work in corporates. And so we've kind of provided a cut down version to help you improve the quality of your bids, but without costing you the earth. And that training runs over 8 weeks, and it's all in bite-sized chunks, so you don't need to take a lot of time out of your business to learn how to win. Excuse me. Bids only awarded on price, yeah, that can be a thing. Obviously, it's your choice whether you want to put in a bid that's only on price, but for many of them there is both a price and a quality element, so it might be 50-50 or 60-40. We're seeing even some bids now that are 60% quality and 40% price, and the quality element is the value of the service rather than the price. So that's how you do your business, what added value that you can offer, and also looking at things like social value, which is a requirement for public sector contracts now. They have to have a social value element to them. If you don't know what social value is, again, if you hop to our website, we've got a free guide on there which will explain the fundamentals of social value to you. Cost of bidding is too much to do a bid. Bidding can cost a lot of either time or money, depending on which way you do it. It's important to think about that and to make sure that you've got the resources to create an effective bid. If you need additional support, please do come to us. We are SME specialists, SME champions, and we have flexible pricing. So our rate for SMEs is different to our rate for corporates. And also we will work flexibly with you to your budget. So for example, we are working with some companies right now where all we're doing is we're looking at the bid that they've written and we're just tweaking it and kind of teaching them as they go, so that eventually that we will, if you like, mentoring them into being able to bid for themselves, so we can offer that service. So it'll be a confined cost, it's learning on the job kind of thing. And obviously there's also our training options, which are bargain price compared to other trainings in the industry. And if you've got no idea where to start, again, please look at the website, please look at our Facebook group and ask questions, go through these videos. They're going to continue to build. So if you're watching this at some time in the future, there'll hopefully be a nice library of resource there for you. Winning Contracts Bid for Success is the Facebook group. If you would like any other questions that you've got to ask, please do get in touch with us. You can find us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So yeah, reach out, get in touch with your questions. Thanks very much.